Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the only podcast that Walt Disney's frozen, severed head listens to on repeat while waiting to be revived.
Wow, what an honor.
Kate, we're going to watch another Disney movie.
Okay.
Just like last time, I will ask you this simple question so you feel like you have some agency. Would you like to watch a film that was created and released prior to 1980 or after 1980?
After 1980. Yay.
That felt dishonest because you already decided on the movie you wanted to watch.
I already did.
I wanted to keep asking you that question every time we watch a Disney movie. Well, Kate, have you ever seen the film Beauty and the Beast?
Have I ever seen the film Beauty and the Beast?
How many times have you seen Beauty and the Beast?
I think I wore this tape out.
Oh.
Beauty and the Beast was probably my favorite Disney movie that I watched growing up as a kid. It was really a tie, I guess, between this and Mary Poppins, which kind of explains a lot if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. You like books and you like a clean house.
I really do.
I haven't seen you fly a kite, though, almost ever.
Kites stress me out, just like balloons. We'll dive into that later.
Katie's psychological fear of balloons.
Beauty and the Beast was my absolute mother-f***ing jam growing up. A naughty young woman who loves books. What more could you want? The Beast is hot as hell.
In beast form or human form?
Yeah, in beast form, Tyler.
Do you like him in human form?
No. Which is kind of weird. Like, I was really into the Beast, but once he turns human, I was like, meh, all right.
He should have stayed the way he was. You had a little stuffed beast, yeah?
Oh, sure did.
Did you, like, snuggle with it?
No, because he was hard.
Oh.
He was, like, hard plastic.
Oh.
He had, like, a hard head and hard hands
Was
and
his
feet.
fur at least soft?
Yeah, his fur was soft.
So that's why you used to keep it up on a bookshelf.
Yeah, and he was there until I was, like, in my 20s.
Right, that's why the only reason I know about it. And I always assumed it was soft. I never reached up and touched it. Okay, so it was deceptive.
Yeah, he had, like, a hard plastic hands and feet and head, and then, like, tufty, soft fur.
Wow.
But he was hard plastic. You couldn't really sleep with him. He would, like, poke you in the eye with a horn.
Did you have any, did you dress up as Belle?
I don't know if I ever had a Belle dress-up set. I definitely had a Cinderella dress-up set. But I used to pretend I was Belle a lot.
What scenes would you act out? The beautiful ballroom dance?
Definitely that one, the beginning. And for some reason, I distinctly remember anytime I would cry, there's like a scene where Belle like falls down and like weeps upon her hands, and that one.
Oh, you incorporated that into your crying.
Into my crying,
wow.
Because I was like a very dramatic child.
Wow, I love that. That's amazing.
That was top notch. Like I was ask anyone, I was a really dramatic kid. I definitely had like Belle zip up footy pajamas. That was definitely in the rotation. I loved all the songs, could sing all the songs, including the ones that Gaston sings.
Oh, that's the best.
Could really do
slaps.
those. As a little girl, just picture that. Yeah, and can I talk about France?
Okay. Yes, Kate.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I went to France last year.
How do you know somebody went to France? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Let's initiate France Week, Kate. Or France Month. I'm sorry.
France Month.
This will be the beginning of France Month.
It will
so we'll
be?
break the glass. Go ahead. I'm sorry I've kept you on a chain here. You haven't been able to talk about France. You went to France. I was there too. We went to France. This will not come out for a long time, but we're recording this in what, February 2024?
Yeah.
We were in France in June 2023, so it's been a while.
Been a little bit, but I still think about it every day and wonder why I'm still here in this shithole country.
So you planned most of our trip to France.
Sure did.
All of our trip to France.
Yeah.
I said most, I deserve any credit.
No, you helped, but you are kind of the travel princess in this relationship.
No, it's amazing. My life's great. But did you plan parts of it and all of it partially because of your formative experiences watching Beauty and the Beast as a little girl?
Yes, unabashedly. So Beauty and the Beast, this version at least, appears to take place in the Alsace region of France, which is directly butting up against Germany. And I planned part of our trip to France to go to Alsace so that then I could hum the initial Bonjour song under my breath and walk through this little half-timbered Tudor-style masterpiece.
You're talking about Colmar?
Colmar
and, your accent. And
Strasbourg.
Your Morticia Adamsing. Yeah, those two towns. You told me, you warned me.
I did. I said,
Tyler,
it's going to be like Beauty and the Beast.
Look like that.
And you were like,
yeah, okay.
all right,
That's
yeah,
a
whatever.
cartoon, Kate. I'm sorry to break it to you, and then we got there and I was like, holy shit, this looks like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and then you burst through a window and you're like, bonjour, saying one of the only 3 French words that you know.
Merci, bonjour, and I learned c'est bé.
It's how you pay for
It's the last time I'll talk about it in France Month, but I'm on a very long Duolingo French streak We're talking
thousands of days.
Quadruple digits, right? Yeah, it's proof that Duolingo, you get out as much as you put in, which I guess in my case is the bare minimum. I was able to get around. I was able to order my own food.
You did order
just
your
once,
own food.
but it was a pretzel, which we used the German pronunciation Bretzel because it was in Alsace. Okay.
You were very polite.
And I know everyone in the world, the favorite social activity is listening to other people's travel stories. So as much as I'm sure our listeners are dying to hear more about this, I'm gonna cut it short.
Don't worry, I'll tell you more later.
You got a whole month coming up here, Kate, where you can talk about France. Beauty and the Beast was released in theaters on November 22nd, 1991. Did you know as a kid how recent it was? Or did you just assume, like all the Disney movies, it was just some like timeless old thing?
I don't know if I knew how recent it was because, like I feel like I started forming memories in like 1994. So this has always been there.
Right. That's how
just
I felt
like,
too.
Just like Stonehenge or Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
like
all the
monoliths
World Heritage sites
of the world. This had just always been there. It wasn't like, oh, this is something that's new. This is something that I haven't seen 100,000 times before I turned 3.
And, it's a testament to the quality of it, perhaps, although we'll decide today, having neither of us having seen it in a little while.
Absolutely.
That it just kind of fit right in with all the Disney movies, even though, again, it was much more recent at the time. It's the 30th Disney animated movie. So this whole gimmick where if we watch a Disney movie, we do pre-1980 or post-1980, my thought was we'd go chronologically. So like every time you say post, we'll just keep going to the next one. Every time you say pre, we'd keep going to the next one. We haven't done any of the pre ones yet, so it'll be Snow White whenever you do say pre-1980. But we skipped Rescuers Down Under. The last Disney movie we watched was The Little Mermaid. We're skipping Rescuers Down Under. That was between these two. But we'll get to it. It's not as important. It's not as good. Anyway, even if it does have Bob Newhart in it. This movie, Kate, is based on La Belle et la Bête. Bête? How do you pronounce a bit with that E with the little hat on it? A 1740 French fairy tale written by Gabrielle Suzanne Barbeau de Villeneuve.
What do you want to hand me?
Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Cool. Notably, it was abridged and rewritten by Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont in 1756. I sound like Kenan Thompson when he does his French character.
That little boy in the bathtub.
Yes. Oh, wow. Good memory. Pierre Escargot.
Oh, look, here's some pictures from France.
Oh, no. Our Google TV device has switched from the paused Beauty and the Beast to it shows our favorite photos from Google Images, and it's showing pictures from France. Okay, so anyway, that abridged version that came out 16 years after the original, so in 1756, that's like the very famous version, I think, that's kind of more widely read. Disney borrowed elements as well from the 1946 French film La Belle et la Bête, written and directed by Jean Cocteau.
Yeah.
Pretty good. This version, the Disney version, is directed by Gary Truesdale and Kirk Wise. It was written by Linda Wolverton. The music is by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman. Unfortunately, Howard Ashman passed away before the film was released.
Well, R.I.P. Howard.
I believe they were in his hospital room or his hospice room, finishing up doing things together when Menken and him, tragically.
I'm just trying to tell you, I will not be working on my deathbed. No, I'm just saying.
No. Maybe it's Aladdin that they were in his hospice room. But anyway, because he has some what do you call that?
Postmortem.
What's posthumous?
Posthumous. I think.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same deal.
Yeah, he's got some.
Postmortem really makes me think of death, and posthumous makes me think of social death.
And truly, he did not socially die because his work lived on. Anyway, so it's Alan and Menken again, Little Shop of Horrors. The line from Little Shop of Horrors to Little Mermaid to this.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. It's the first animated film nominated for the Best Picture Oscar, and the only animated film that was ever nominated for Best Picture.
Wowie wow.
Until 2010. So what happened is they added a Best Animated Feature category. But then in 2010, when they upped the nominations from 5 to 10 to make it more exciting for sports gambling or whatever, Up was nominated. So worthy, I think. I like Wall-E better than Up, but
here's us in
it's not a competition. We're looking at us again, climbing an old,
This is the Strasbourg Cathedral.
So you know what I just learned? The notes part that you always like to zone out during, it's much easier if you're looking at pictures of previous vacations. You seem so happy.
I know. I'm so happy looking at it and thinking about it.
This is the first Disney movie to become a Broadway show, which happened in 1994. There were 3 direct-to-video sequels: The Enchanted Christmas in 1997, Belle's Magical World in 1998, and Belle's Tale of Friendship in 1999. Did you see any of those?
No, surely not.
That's so interesting. Sing Me a Story with Belle was a 1995 Disney Channel TV show with a live-action Belle and live-action kids, puppet animals, and clips from old Disney cartoons. So it kind of had a life beyond the movie a little bit. I'm excited to watch this with you. I have a weird relationship with the Disney movies. Like, I watched the Goofy movie more than any actual normal Disney movie. But then when I was, and I won't retread this too much, I'm sure I've talked about it before and will again. But when I was like a teenager and started getting really into animation and movies, kind of sometimes from like a film buff historical perspective, probably insufferably so, continuing to this day, I went on a hunt to see all these movies. You know, so that's like my strongest associations with them are actually from my teenage years. This was a hard one to find because it was out of print on DVD by then. Let's check it out. I'm hyped to watch this with you.
Allez.
Like, I don't know if I ever saw it as a kid, truthfully.
Allons-y.
Alors. What does alors mean?
It's like,
So not really
or
useful.
you can say like so, like, so.
Right, but not helpful unless you have several other words, right?
Yeah.
So for that to be one of the words that sticks with me.
Zut alors is like, darn.
Alors.
You'll come out or I'll break down the door!
Master, I could be wrong, but that may not be the best way to win the girl's affections.
Please, attempt to be a gentleman.
But she is being so difficult.
Gently, gently.
Will you come down to dinner?
No.
Suave.
Genteel. It would give me great pleasure if you would join me for dinner.
We say please.
Please.
No, thank you.
You can't stay in there forever.
Yes, I can.
Fine. Then go ahead and starve! If she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all.
Oh, dear. That didn't go very well at all, did it?
The Blue Castle used to get me so hype.
Yeah, the intro.
It probably got my mom hyped too, because she knew that I would sit still for an hour and a half.
That's true. We're often critical of the Walt Disney Corporation and the worship around it, but that's something they did for a lot of parents.
Yeah.
Babysit their kids.
Absolutely.
Us included.
Oh, yeah.
Right away, the multiplane camera.
Yep.
Beautiful.
The background's stunning.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at how those trees move at a different speed than the background. Several layers.
I wonder which castle this, like which chateau this was inspired by, you know?
I sure didn't do that research.
This is like a nice narrative device, the use of stained glass, you know, to give us the background that we need. And I remember being young and going to church and being in church and looking at the stained glass and being like, why is our stained glass not like this stained glass? You know?
You're like, why is this boring story of a guy falling over a couple times? A hideous beast he was turned into? Some might disagree. Some in this room.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the muscle or the hair.
Well, you got one of those two with your husband.
You are pretty hairy. So the beast is only 21 here. He's a young man, you know? I remember thinking as a child, like, oh my God, 21. You know?
I will be on Social Security by then.
Yeah.
Do they just avoid Belle's age? Because she's probably in real life, like all the Disney princesses, like 12 to 14.
We're going to say that Belle is 18 and one day.
The beast fell in love with her at the very moment.
And not 1 second before.
Beauty and Dane Cook. Here she is.
Iconic look, great dress. You can tell her dad's a little wacky because of the windmill. There's something so interesting about Disney Princess's hair because I feel like it's emblematic of the years that it was made, you know?
Not the year it takes place.
Not the year it takes place, right? Like Belle has like a classic 90s low ponytail with bangs, you know?
Yeah.
And then like Cinderella has like classic 50s hair, you know?
Like a beehive sometimes.
Here we are in Colmar/Strasbourg where we took our vacation last year.
Who says you're not nostalgic? You planned an entire international trip
I did.
so you could like enter a movie you watched as a little kid.
Listen, just because we happened to be in France and then we happened to take the TGV to Strasbourg and Colmar, it was not a big deal.
Oh my God, I think that's our Airbnb back there.
It was. How is this bookseller in business? He's just giving away books.
Just to Belle. This is supposed to be like a representation of how oftentimes we think everyone's concerned with what we're doing, but really every townsperson is singing about every action Belle takes.
I feel like they would have just burned Belle at the stake and then the movie would be over. They'd be like, look at this reading a book. She's done.
They gave her one chance to get married to Gaston.
We got Ashman and Menken doing a fabulous I Want song.
What does she want? To be left alone to read?
Yeah. Well, she wants to go have an adventure.
I guess I forgot to mention they did a live action remake of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. We tried to watch it when it came out.
Yeah.
We couldn't get through it.
Here's one of the most queer-coded relationships in all of cinema.
La
Gaston
Fou.
and Le Fou. I mean, I have to say, Gaston's quads.
Gaston is in very good shape.
He really is.
Why is Disney making such unrealistic beauty standards for men?
Do you think that Gaston's having that creatine?
Gaston is on more than creatine to be that
You
big
think?
tape. I know he's eating a lot of eggs, but he's on gear. Did they have that? They did not have that.
So, see, this is what she wants. She wants to just go not live in this town.
This beautiful town. Belle, you don't know how good you have it.
It's not her fault. She's going to move to Paris for like, I don't know, 3 years, get an undercut, and then come back.
Yeah, so based on your theory about the hair, would the newest Disney princess movie have like a cool undercut?
We can only hope.
I like that even Belle's dad is like, Gaston is awfully handsome.
Also, this terrifying thing that Belle's father has built, this like evil contraption that surely would have him accused of sorcery, right? Like a steam-powered wood chopper.
All right, good. We need some classic scary Disney scenes. A spooky forest at night. Hopefully we'll see an absolutely terrifying monster.
I remember being absolutely, abjectly terrified at this scene every single time. And yet, I still watched it.
Scary bats. Well, you knew what awaited you later. So I guess you just had to get through it, because Lord knows you didn't know how to fast forward the tape.
Nope. Did not. And I was not allowed to touch the VCR.
Oh, that was a rule.
Yeah.
Even if no one was looking, you weren't going to break it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely not. I do like Maurice's little hat here. As a child, I remember being very scared of wolves. Have not encountered a single wolf in my life.
Is this why?
No, just like in general, right? There's like a lot of media where you're like, holy shit, I better lock my door. Wolves could come in.
I mean, even going back to, say, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, just like a lot of wolf-related media.
Don't forget your cute little hat, Maurice.
No, he's
too
too worried.
He left it. How convenient. A beautiful castle he can spend the night in.
Here's Jerry Orbach hamming it up.
Love it. I mean, we got Angela Lansbury coming up.
Oh, what a woman.
Did you say allure?
No, he said hello.
Allure? Whoa.
It's a little invasive.
He's really gripping up Cogsworth.
They modeled Belle after Judy Garland a little bit. Interesting.
That's interesting. I can see it. I forgot about this cute little ottoman.
I do love the ottoman.
I mean,
honestly, this is a dream come true. Like, if not that I want people to be turned into things, but like if you get caught in the rain and then like something puts a blanket on you, it's pretty nice.
It's a dream come true. I wish all my servants were inanimate objects, or vice versa.
But you know what I mean? It's a little weird though.
I mean, what is more like just classic animation than bringing all these things to life?
Yes, oh, absolutely.
You know, it's the broom from Fantasia. Just genius. It is a little weird. I know this has been done to death, but that like the coat rack does not have a face or voice.
Yeah.
And the ottoman's like a dog. And then some of them are like totally people.
Like, what is the beast supposed to be?
I think he's just a monster, you know? He's like a mix. To me, he's mostly like a big grizzly bear, but he's got horns. I think that's the point. He's just a mishmash.
He always gave me like lion vibes. That's so interesting that you said bear.
Maybe just because he's upright. It's a surprise wedding.
There's nothing worse than a surprise wedding. Don't do it. Gaston kind of gives me like Bruce Campbell vibes.
Wow.
Right? With the chin.
Oh, man.
Doesn't he?
Yeah. Look at Belle, absolutely disgusted by the thought of having a child with Gaston or anybody else.
Yeah, it's also extremely risky to have children at this time.
Also, if you think Disney suddenly became woke now, like, did you watch this? Although maybe I'll take back the my feminist slant on this once she's falling in love with her captor. The music is really good in this, huh?
R.I.P.
And like, Little Shop of Horrors is fine. The music's good, but it's like they're a whole nother level now. I always thought it was very brave of Belle to offer herself in place of her dad, but basically her choice is to do this or stay in town and get sexually harassed by Gaston every day. So
yeah, I mean,
she's like, I might as well just live in this old castle with a
there's
big
plenty
monster.
of books here. Like, they don't even have to cross paths if they don't want to, and the beast really doesn't want to be seen, right? So like, if she wasn't into him, she could just live out her life, have these magic dishes, make her food, sing to her every night. Doesn't sound too bad.
Huh.
She's not getting sexually harassed by an ottoman.
Is that Feather Duster? Is she just like a dancer who is under the employment of the prince? Like,
listen,
why does she live here?
She's a maid.
I thought she was a can girl. That's just what she does during the number. Very heteronormative Disney. Maybe a boy will come and break the spell.
Never know.
What are the green smears on this prison cell door?
It's moss. Algae. It's damp down here. Her father's gonna get the croup.
The croup.
She's like, all right, he's kind of hot.
I'll stay here.
There it is. The dramatic cry.
When he accepts her deal to stay here, and she falls crying onto her little hands.
Yeah.
Whoa. That animated carriage, that's like a big spider. That's pretty gnarly. I like it. Just her like cell with like some hay in the corner. One chair.
Oh, classic use of Camille Saint-Saëns here. Who? He's a French composer. Also, does the beast have pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got little pants.
Like shredded little shorts or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Incredible Hulk-esque.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah.
They're like breeches. Get your things.
Here it is, a lot of crying.
Oh, there we go. That's the real cry.
That's it.
She
That's
fell
it right
into
there.
her arms, stretched out on the bed,
It was a very dramatic cry. I loved it. I was a very dramatic child. You know this about me.
Yes, past tense.
Hey.
I just love a children's movie where there are characters just drinking huge amounts of beer.
It's great.
And they call it beer. They're not hiding it. Yeah, this song's top notch. This might be my favorite song of the whole thing. Oh, wow. Look at this. The belt around Gaston's neck that LeFou puts on and pulls. Whoa. As a person with a cleft chin, I appreciate them glorifying it because in school, everyone always told me I had a butt chin.
Nice. This gives me such like operatic vibes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's nice to have a little hype man like LeFou, you know?
Oh, the chest hair. Every kid in the world learned the word expectorating. Him flipping the table after losing chess is pretty great too.
Gaston was the original protein girly. A lot of eggs.
A lot of cholesterol in those eggs, Gaston.
Right. This is like so operatic. They're like singing about their plan, you know?
What were the asylums like in the 1700s?
Not great.
Rural France. Yeah, I just don't think I'd want to drink out of chip.
Yeah.
Like, is there
it seems kind of weird.
Any glassware in this entire home?
Maybe even that just doesn't have a face. That would be fine. Right? Like,
number one, he's a little live boy. Number two, he's got a chip in him. He's going to cut your mouth. I think I would just maybe pour things into my hands, cup it there, and sip. Whose women's clothes are these?
And maybe it's his mom's or his ex's.
Here we go. I take it back. I said Gaston's the best song in this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's about to be dinner time. All right, I think you're more right about the lion. Look at the fireplace. It's got 2 lion statues on it.
Yeah, he's giving me like real lion vibes. He's kind of got like a hyena hump thing going on.
Well, yeah, they just mixed a bunch of stuff up. That is one really wide fireplace, though.
I know. What a dream. Like, I know the beast is supposed to have like a nice personality underneath all this, but he really doesn't. Right? He's like...
He has extreme anger problems
got
that everyone's aware
a lot of anger
of.
issues, yeah.
They're like, oh, control your temper. Just doesn't bode well. I'd hate to see what it's like on Super Bowl Sunday in this castle. Yeah, like, this is just a bad domestic scene.
Yeah.
Screaming at her through the door that she's supposed to be down at dinner. And then, like, the cheeky response by the, the servants. I don't think that's the best way to win her over. Here, change your whole personality. Surely you will not be quick to anger from now on. Maybe the point of the movie is this is the very best you could hope for as a woman in a relationship in the 1700s in France. Mm-hmm.
This is fine. This is a fine thing to aspire to. If she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all.
You're the one who said the beast was hot.
Hey, listen. Sometimes we don't choose as a child what we think is attractive.
Roxanne from a Goofy movie.
Listen.
She has a nice personality, too.
She does.
She's got it all. Photorealistic 3D rendering of Fiona, Princess Fiona from Shrek. Human form, not Shrek form. I don't mean to Shrek shame.
What an emo young man. I love it. The beast being like, she'll never see me as anything but a monster.
Well, yeah, if you behave this way, did the spell
The beast's
change?
just a kid and life is a nightmare.
Did the spell change his personality? Because I don't think it did.
No, just replace Mencken and Ashman with Simple Plan.
Zut alors. She really plays favorites here, Mrs. Potts. Look how many siblings Chip has. Maybe he's just the baby. I mean, there are...
What do you mean, that he was fired last in the kiln?
No, I mean before they turned into cups. But there are like no less than 20 other children in there. How? How'd she have so many?
This candlestick is thirsty as heck.
What is the gray stuff? Is it supposed to be something real? Okay, the gray stuff was served on a cracker. Perhaps it's some sort of pate.
Could be like a caviar, like a pate, something like that, you know?
These dishes.
They do this every night to an empty room, Tyler. You know?
They're so happy to have an audience.
Yeah.
So Belle, who's been reading all these early Enlightenment ideas about liberal democracy, one night with servants, she's like, this is nice.
This is great. You think she's like reading Utopia to dismantle the economic systems that hold them all down. But she was like, nah, I was just bored. Now that I have servants, though, hell yeah. Get out of here, proles.
There's no discounting that even if the beast didn't change his entire personality and become nicer, she might still be tempted to marry into this royalty situation.
Yeah, it's generational wealth, baby.
Do they pay some lip service at the end to them not being servants anymore? Like some extremely...
They're all friends
minimal...
now. Like...
We will pay you a pittance. Wow. They've been this way for 10 years. Yeah. Imagine what
so
your
he was
life
only like
after.
11 when he was an asshole. If that...
do they... I'm under the impression they age. So wasn't he 21 then?
Oh, I don't know. They stop aging?
No. I think they age. So I think he's 31. When did they say he was 21? Was he a beast when they said that?
Yeah.
So he's
his 21st year. That's when... That's
spell.
when the rose will die.
Oh.
And he'll be stuck being a beast forever. So on
Oh, wow.
not here to apologize for all 11-year-olds, but like most 11-year-olds are kind of jerks.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Think about it.
Interesting. I never really thought about the timeline. So he's about to be 21 because the rose is
Yeah.
wilting. Might be overthinking it. But still.
I think we might be.
Interesting. Do you see the 3D animation mixed in?
Yeah.
I always have mixed feelings about this.
I see where you're coming from.
They're doing things that would be almost impossible to do otherwise, but I'm more of a purist. I know that's really lame.
I love Cogsworth's transformation here. He goes from being like, absolutely not, to like just dancing and wiggling. You know? Did she eat anything?
She's like, okay, guys, you sang a whole beautiful song about feeding me, but everything just kind of danced away. There were many times where they didn't show us Belle in full. I think they were entertaining her with their
is
dance.
the food sentient?
No.
Okay.
Surely not. What are you, a vegetarian or
Yeah,
something?
just imagine like eating a grape and it's screaming. No! I love that Belle has weaponized her sexuality with this clock.
Do you want to show me around?
Belle's over here causing trouble.
What's up
She's
here?
like, what's over here? F***ing forbidden zone, Belle.
The one place you cannot go in this entire enormous castle. This is like a boring version of Toy Story. You know, all the things that are alive are, here's a little wooden clock. Oh, here's a little candelabra. Nothing fun to play with. For a guy who really seems to like to collect horrific beast-like sculptures, you'd think he'd be okay with being a beast.
Right, you think.
Then again, I'm presuming that these sculptures are from before his transformation. Maybe they're from after. Basically got his own face as the door handles to the outside of his room here. Girl, if the man you're interested in, if this is how he keeps his room...
Yeah, don't go for it.
When's the last time this looks like it's been vacuumed? Look, I appreciate Belle's curiosity with the natural world. However, she probably shouldn't go sneaking around touching everything in this room.
No.
It's magic rose. She's like, what's this?
Don't touch it.
Pretty scary, though.
It's a little too intense, right? Like, I'm wondering, like, why did I find this attractive?
And you grew up in a pretty happy, functional household.
Yeah.
Wasn't this triggering for some children who,
definitely.
This was a scene in their house?
Oh, yeah.
The screaming, the smashing things. Also, Belle just immediately reneged her end of this deal she made for her father. So
totally.
her running away, is she like, all right, Dad, you're in. I'm tagging you back in.
All right, so the beast is just getting absolutely wrecked by these wolves.
I'm surprised the wolves aren't like, oh, a big wolf.
Yeah, like wouldn't they think he's like their wolf daddy? Honestly, get out of here, girl. Your
Oh, you're
captor
right.
is passed out.
Right, he's bleeding. He's cut up. She
She's
does
like,
not owe
I
him
just
anything.
feel so bad. You don't owe this man beast anything, Belle. You have a means of transportation.
Like, I get
your
that
captor is unconscious.
He saved her life, but also she's only here because he captured her and her father. So I'd say, if anything, they're even now. She doesn't have to help him and nurse him back to health. This is when they discover that they like their relationship where they scream at each other.
Yeah.
She finally started screaming back, and he suddenly is like, like them screaming at each other while all the little servants cower in the corner.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
It's just awful. How does this asylum subplot compare to the one in Good Burger?
They're both bad.
I was going to say the guy, the asylum keeper with that great deep voice, at least this movie portrays him as unethical. and
yeah.
unlikable, implying that there's something unethical about the way that the asylum is kept.
Yes.
Good Burger does not do that.
No, surely not.
Do you like Belle's green outfit here? I feel like
Belle's green outfit is great.
She doesn't wear this one too long in the movie.
No, but it's classic. She got like a little winter vibe. It's good.
Her little cloak. The beasts have matching hooded cloaks.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit love bomby where he like screams at her and then like makes her a library, you know?
Look at his huge hands holding her little
I know.
tiny hands.
Maybe this is where my love of huge hands came from. Uh-oh, gotta unpack. I don't hate this song, you know? But Belle, why don't you just be independent, you know?
I mean, at this time, you needed a man, Kate. She's about to get servants and a castle out of this.
I guess that's a good point.
It was
Didn't
just-
think about the fringe benefits.
It was just prudent financially to
It
marry,
is
I
a
think.
prudent financial decision.
It'll protect her from Gaston's advances, too.
That's a good point. As a woman alone,
So, aren't you not supposed to
get
get
it.
bird's rice? Oh, no.
I think it's seeds. Maybe it's barley.
All right.
What an emo guy. I just love recasting the Beast as an emo 21-year-old, right? Like, she's like, uh-oh, I like this hairy boy. I do like when the Beast is covered with all those birds. It makes me happy.
Because you would like to be covered in that many birds. Because you have a bird that comes and visits you on our front stoop all summer that you call your
Absolutely
special grade
annihilate
bird.
her. So she throws that snowball at the Beast, and then the Beast is like, oh, I'm going to make a big snowball. That snowball would have ended her life had it hit her. It's like the size of a snowman's bottom. It just feels like there's a lot riding on this relationship, you know?
Yeah, this is high pressure.
Yeah.
Because they all will transform back.
Yeah.
I just love that she won't even explain, like, the concept of love to Chip. Like, it's not inappropriate what he's asking. She's like, I'll tell you when you're older. They're falling in love.
All right, so we've got a ticking clock here, literally. Cogsworth is like, all right, countdown. When this petal falls from the rose, we're stuck like this forever.
I gotta say, though, I think after 10 years, I think I would have accepted it.
Right?
You know? Also, some of you get to be a clock. You're a shovel.
I guess if you have to be a dustpan, life's pretty rough.
Was there a clock and a candle there and they became merged with them? Or did they
It's
just turn
unclear.
into...
Just the sheer body horror of...
But, like, when they turn back, there's no clock left over, right? How are they going to tell time? Here's the Beast getting his little bath.
I love seeing him be aggressively brushed.
He's getting aggressively dried.
Yeah, it's great. The Beast is ripped. Like, you think Gaston is ripped? The Beast is really ripped.
Well, sure. It's like seeing a gorilla, you know, when you see the muscle under their skin.
All right, classic. If you were a young child into dresses in the 90s, this is an iconic dress. This is like taste defining. Absolutely massive. School bus yellow, huge petticoat. Absolutely delightful. Great dress. 10 out of 10. And you got Angela Lansbury singing.
It's a great scene.
Yeah.
It's a reason it's the most famous scene from this movie.
Classic.
The hits are hits for a reason.
Man, look at these two on their nice date. Don't you think they'd want like a moment alone? Right? Like all their servants are hanging out like slobbering as they watch them fall in love. Seems like it would not be super romantic.
With his huge hand, look at him holding her back while
Yeah.
they dance. His hand wraps like all the way around. She's basically, her waist is inside of his closed fist. All right, now here's a good use of the 3D animation, right? Because like, how else are you going to do this ballroom spinning
Sure. Oh,
around?
absolutely.
It's pretty cool looking.
Looking at his bros for approval. His boys' crew.
This is very beautiful and romantic. This room looks quite cold, though.
It does, doesn't it?
Her shoulders are exposed. He's covered in hair. He's fine.
He's fine.
When he got that chip, did it hurt?
Yeah, does he have like a concussion? Is his head split open? These are dangerous times to be a child. You could be run over by a horse cart. You could get diphtheria.
You could wander off into the French countryside and get lost.
You could step on a nail and die.
Does this whole thing make you emotional at all?
No, not really.
No. The song is so beautiful, but it's not accurate to the situation. She's like, oh, started out as friends, then it transcends. Like, these two did not start out as friends. They started out with him screaming at her and imprisoning her.
Couldn't he just let her go see her daddy?
He's gonna, right?
Well, no, I just mean like, couldn't he just let her go see her father instead of being like, watch this TV mirror? All right, I get it. Like, he loves her more than he wants to help every single person in his employ.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. They're like, we have known you.
Your whole life, when you were a bratty little 11-year-old who got us into this mess.
So wait a minute. We're applying too much thought to it.
Yes.
That chip would not have been born yet. Was he born?
I
And
think
was
they're
he
in
fired in the
suspended
kiln?
animation, you know? Could he not simply go help her find her father? Couldn't they team up and be a super team?
Once again, we're 3 for 3 on insensitive asylum names. This is the Asylum de Loons. The Simpsons was New Bedlam, and I can't remember Good Burger, but it was definitely insensitive, whatever it was. It was like Loose Screws Asylum or something.
All right, so now Bella's being blackmailed into marrying Gaston
Yeah.
by Gaston. The motto of this movie is all is trash. The moral of the story here, all is trash. Men suck.
Well,
Even the man beast is not so great.
oh, he's not great at all.
You know, I just feel like he's going to relapse into his old patterns
Yeah,
of
he's-
displaying inappropriate anger.
He's been slightly nice to her, nicer than he was before. So in comparison, sure, the Beast's head would be a great trophy on the wall.
Absolutely.
Did they
this,
make that?
This
Does-
song's an absolute banger, too.
Does Disney sell that? If not, they should. Yeah, it's funny. I don't really remember this one.
Oh, yeah, this
as
song's a
strongly.
banger.
Yeah, this is Gaston riling everybody up to go attack the Beast. That's pretty good.
All of his stuff is very operatic. Let's fire up the old decapitation machine.
It's Chekhov's steampunk wood chopping machine.
I think there's an overlap between this movie and Saltburn. I don't know what it is, but
Marinate on that,
I'm
Kate.
here for it.
That idea is half baked so far, but put that back in the oven for a little while. I think you got something. A big European estate. Is Belle the person who's worming her way into the hearts and minds of the people here?
Yeah. I get the Beast wants to be all moody because his love interest just abandoned him, but like all of his employees are in danger. Like,
He's
come
like,
on, sir.
I don't care. Let them come and kill me. They're like, we will also die. It doesn't matter. Servants are viewed not as people, but as objects, quite literally in this film. Yeah, this is even kind of like the Toy Story scene where they turn on Sid, you know? Chip, you're in danger. You are made of porcelain. Oh, this is horrific. Mrs. Potts and all her cups burning a man with hot tea.
Amazing.
So gruesomely that they did not show us the aftermath.
They couldn't.
And the two double horrors of Lumiere melting horrifically, and then Cogsworth with a gun. Why did he drop the gun and switch to the scissors, though?
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely some casualties here on both
absolutely.
sides of this battle, right?
Yeah, and then when they turn back into humans, like whatever chair has been destroyed, it's just limbs on the ground.
My God.
Right? Like,
yeah, I think so. Emo Beast over here.
Emo Beast is so great.
He's just like, fine, kill me with an arrow. I don't care. My girlfriend left. It was a pretty cool fight. I don't think it was super overt in my life, but I definitely, part of the reason I didn't seek this movie out more as a little boy is because I thought this was like a girl's movie, quote unquote. But like, look at this scene where they're battling to the death, Gaston and the Beast. I would have loved this.
Yeah, this scene's metal as hell.
It's so cool. What a fool I was. Might not have been me that chose that, actually, now that I say that. That might have been my mom's decision.
Yeah. The rain looks good here, you know?
Oh, yeah. Some of this rain is rain special effects that Disney created for their library in like the 30s.
Yeah, it looks like Sleeping Beauty rain.
Yeah, it probably is the exact same rain.
You know?
And they would do like trick photography where they would like film real rain and stuff and get it as a layer
cool,
they can put over top. This movie's cool because it does exist at a moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of like hybrid.
Yeah, we have a 3D animated ballroom and plates, and then you have rain from the 40s or 50s. Yeah. They will straight up kill Gaston. It's awesome. He deserves it. He's a sexual predator. There he goes. Dead. I love when they kill characters in children's movies.
Amazing.
Big fan.
Belle's manicure is perfect. Look at those acrylics.
Did she get that done real quick when she was visiting home?
In the basement.
I mean, all the servants could have done it for her before she left. They probably did it leading up to the ball. We didn't really see her getting done up. But they
17th century peasant with a perfect manicure.
They must have dressed her, you know, and done her makeup, tied her low ponytail. All right, so they've led us to believe he's dead from his stabbing.
I mean, honestly, if he's not going to die of this stab wound, I feel like he's going to die of like sepsis.
Complications.
You know? Tetanus. Everything's dirty. They don't have vaccines.
Now, are they going to reveal that the knife was one of his knives and it was sentient, so it like bent a little to avoid all the major organs? Or is it just the magic that puts him back into human is what heals his wound?
Maybe.
Just
do you
lucky?
think that she kissed that beast mouth?
Did she give him a dentabone first, do you think?
It's just not, like, he's just not as hot. Like, you just got to admit it. Huh. Also, just the body horror of him changing is really freaky.
It's cool.
Right?
I had conflicting feelings as a child where, like, the scene in The Mask where he puts the mask on was too scary for me to watch. But any movie, live action movie where they would clearly do the transformation off screen, I would feel kind of like cheated.
Yeah.
Like, come on, even though, you know, you eventually learn, like, it's just, it's very logistically hard to do the transformation scenes.
I guess he's still kind of big, but like, he's not the size of a beast.
No, his shirt's just overflowing.
And he's just like not as hot. I love how suspicious she is of him, even though she just watched him transform. She's like,
Look, and the thing she gravitated towards was his hair.
Yeah,
his long
she's
hair.
like, I remember this.
That reminds me of his beast form, at least. He looks kind of like Hercules.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like Tarzan.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like your classic Disney leading man. You either get a Prince Eric or a beast. Man beast, human beast.
He does have some rough features, which is good.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, he's got like kind of a big eyebrow ridge.
Yeah,
big
but
blocky nose. They kept some of it.
It's just not as hot. And he probably still has a lot of anger issues.
That didn't get cured.
Yeah, they have
Oh, the statues were part of the curse. Okay,
the beast
answers
hasn't
my
gone
question.
to like therapy, you know?
I do love the designs of
absolutely.
the
The human
servants
ones,
going human and look almost exactly the same. It's very well done.
It is fun. Okay, so Chip has a chip in his tooth.
Yeah, so the Beast has a human-sized version of that blue suit too.
Oh, yeah. Huh. They had years and years to make him custom Beast clothes, you know? Lumiere has always been thirsty. Candle form, human form. I love it.
He's French. At least
I always wanted in my mind Mrs. Potts and Belle's dad to get together.
You were shipping them before you knew what that meant.
I know.
At least one of those direct-to-DVD sequels, direct-to-VHS sequels, takes place in the middle of the movie, so all the servants can still be... Because, like, what kid wants to see the sequel where they're all humans? The Christmas one, I think. It, like, takes place during that winter in a scene, you know, scenes we didn't see.
No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley. And they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on.
There it is.
There it is.
Everything you remembered and more. How does that live up to your
All right.
your memories?
So I just feel like the Beast is not a good partner. Like,
All right,
yeah,
guys, tune in next week.
Is he hot? Yeah. But, like, is he a healthy partner? No. Like, what makes him better than Gaston? You know? Like, he has volatile mood swings, you know?
He at least made an effort.
He does make
to
an
change.
effort.
I'm
to
not
change.
excusing the Beast's
I agree,
behavior,
but I think the Beast needs to go to therapy.
did therapy exist? What's the history of therapy, Kate? How long has it been around?
That's another podcast.
Was his therapist like turned into a dish or something? Are they there? His in-house royal therapist?
That's so interesting that there's character animators.
Oh.
I never thought about that.
We never talked about this?
No.
That's part of the reason that Disney pioneered this whole industry and everybody copied what it was a kind of like,
Interesting.
I don't know if he invented it, but he popularized it, Walt Disney. And the idea is on these movies, you as they're showing in the credits.
You have someone who's like an expert on this.
Yeah, so and that way their like unique style that ends up in the character, they can just do that. So every character feels more different. Whereas another way to animate would be just you animate this scene, you animate this scene, but yeah, they would pair an animator or two or three with a character.
That's so interesting.
And you could follow these people's careers and see what characters they worked on. And a lot of times they are like really good at a big monstrous character like Beast or a tall, lanky villain character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have their person that they do.
And that makes it more like a movie where like they are like the actor doing the physicality. Yeah. That's kind of part of what makes Disney's animation maybe a bit special and memorable.
Thanks.
There you go.
I don't know.
Is it the best that, though, she could hope for in the
It's possible,
1700s
yeah.
in rural
And
France?
he maybe listened to one thing that she said and like never got physical as far as we know.
You know,
Like,
he did have a traumatic experience that's made him angry. It's not like he was angry for no
got
reason.
a beast apologist over here.
He was taking it out on her inappropriately,
Sure.
but you know, he's not just angry for no reason.
I think artistically it was very enjoyable. The music was great. I never noticed how operatic all of Gaston's stuff is, you know?
Which is good in a musical, the same way that character animators work. It's kind of nice to give a character a style of music, right?
Totally. And I mean, I think the voice acting is great, you know?
If you had to be obsessed with something as a child, this isn't
It couldn't
too
be
bad.
Yeah, there could be worse things. But
right. Artistically, at least.
yeah.
Music, animation. Oh, it's Celine Dion and Peebo Bryson. There we go.
Good God. But yeah, I mean, I think it holds up to a certain extent, and you just have to be like aware of Stockholm syndrome.
Understood. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for watching that, Kate. Thanks for sharing all your childhood memories. I always like watching something you liked more than I did as a kid.
Thanks.
And you got to talk about France.
Guys, did you know I went to France?
All right. We'll do a little more France next week, Kate. Maybe we'll go to Paris because this was the rural leg of our trip. And maybe we can do the Parisian leg with the Rugrats, perhaps. From your current age, this or Little Mermaid? What's better?
Ooh, it's gonna be this.
They both have slightly problematic relationships.
Yep.
Ariel, a completely voiceless woman, or Belle, Stockholm Syndrome. All right, tune in next week. We'll stay on France for a little while. Disk space? Someone's whole job was disk space? How could I get that job? They were just like, you gotta delete this.
That's you.
Wow.
From Walt Disney Pictures, she was a young girl who dreamed of romance.
I want adventure in the great white somewhere.
He was a prince cursed to live inside the body of a beast.
She'll never see me as anything but a monster.
But when she looked into his heart, she found the man of her dreams. It's Disney's all-new 30th full-length animated motion picture, Beauty and the Beast, rated G.